Well, it's race week at Knockhill Racing Circuit for the Dunlop MSA British Touring Car Championship, and we're standing on pole position right now, and I've got triple British Touring Car Champion Gordon Shedden here, and we're going to touch on a few things, few subjects. One of the ones is the championship and how it's going this year for some of the drivers. We've got Colin Turkington P1 and we've got Tom Ingram P2, so a manufacturer and an independent. How have you seen Turks' season going from so far, Gordon?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite strange because obviously, you know, Colin leads the championship, but I think probably deep down he would have hoped to have been further up the road than he actually is. You know, he's had some tough weekends. He's had to dig deep and grind out some results. So yeah, he leads the championship. I think he'll be really strong round here. You know, the rear wheel drive cars are phenomenal, especially in sector 3 coming off the hairpin. So I think he will really kind of look to, you know, to stake his claim for the championship at Knockhill, because the following two rounds for Silverstone and Brands GP, you know, arguably you could say they're back to, you know, front wheel drive circuits.
And Tom Ingram is a man who goes very well at Knockhill. He won last year here, race 3. He actually finished ahead of yourself. But he's also had some cracking drives this year. He's come from, you know, way deep in the pack to get onto the podium. It's quite unheard of in touring cars.
Yeah, I mean, that's last two meetings now that he's come from, you know, 27th, 28th or something and finished on the podium. So, you know, it's unusual. But obviously he's shown that it can be done, and he's obviously really dialed into that Avensis now. He knows exactly what he wants from it. It's it's probably like a pair of old slippers when he jumps into that car now. He knows exactly what it's going to deliver, and yeah, he's had quite a few occasions where you think, oh, that's his weekend going to be in a world of strife, and he's brought it back, and fair play to him, sitting second in the championship.
And obviously we've got to talk about Rory Butcher, because Rory had a fabulous Rockingham, 3 good point scoring finishes, comes here in the MG, and he always likes to talk himself down, but he is carrying a good bit of form, and you know, you must be quite proud seeing your brother-in-law doing very well in the championship. Yeah,
and he had a cracking run, really. You know, all things considered at Rockingham. You know, it's fair to say he needed to pull his finger out after Snetterton. It wasn't a good weekend, and he bounced back with a vengeance. And you know, the MG is an old workhorse now. It's been around the block a few times, and he's extracting an amazing amount from it. How will he go at Knockhill? I don't know. The jury's out. I think you know, historically maybe it hasn't been the best of circuits for that car. But you know, with a bit of home support and a bit of a spring in his step, one thing for sure, he won't leave anything on the table. I expect him to be flying high off chicane and you know, and doing everything he possibly can to get some more strong results.
Yeah, so the home support, that's Butch Nation. We've mentioned that a few times here. Make sure you use the hashtag, come along and support Rory. Now, you're going to be here this weekend, that's a good thing, so we might get you in the commentary box for a bit of circuit commentary during maybe qualifying or one of the races.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be quite weird being here and not racing. It'll be a bit of a strange one. I've managed to be at two of the rounds so far this year, just to help Rory out, and you know, obviously seeing friends back at Dynamics. So yeah, it'll be a bit of a weird one. I'm looking forward to watching the action, and you know, with the new surface that we've got, I really think it's going to change the racing. I think it'll really spice it up a bit. Superbike boys were fantastically fast round here in June. And you know, I expect lap records this weekend, and also, who knows, maybe just something a little bit quirky and a little bit different results-wise with the new surface.
We're looking forward to that. Now, we also want a prediction, okay? Flash predicts. Who do you see, you know, do you see something strange happening, or do you see Colin Turkington, maybe in that real drive BMW, really staking a claim, as you said?
Yeah, I can see it mixing up.
You've got to remember your Dynamics guys as well. Matt Neal's gone well here. Dan Camish, who quotes himself as being a serial winner, hasn't had a win yet this year, has he?
No, he hasn't, and he'll be desperate for a win now. And it's not really through any fault of his own. It just hasn't quite kind of, you know, the cards haven't fallen his way. You know, the Dynamics Honda will be fast round here, but yeah, okay. If I reckon predictions, I think Jason will win race 1 in the Subaru. He was fast round. Yeah, not any weight in that car. You know, that car's going well now. So I think he'll be there or thereabouts. I think Camish will be there or thereabouts in race 1 as well. I think Turkington for race 2, because he'll probably get rid of some weight. And yeah, Matt Neal for a race 3. All anger, get you know, throw the dice and see what happens. So yeah, that is my top 3.
So you're tipping your 3 touring car mates there for wins.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. Like I said, there's always something else, you know, will come into the mix. But I can see, you know, that. I don't think I'll be a million miles away with that.